Hello, welcome everyone. So this time, before we answer learning package 2, I will show you how is solving quadratic equations using the different methods is done. So everyone is asking how is it solved? When are we going to use extracting square roots, factoring, completing the square, and quadratic formula? So it is up to you what method is suitable in your choice, or what method you're going to use. The important is that you're not going to violate any rules in mathematics, because the basic rules of mathematics is the most important in solving mathematics. So let's start. So let's have first the example number 1 in page number 9. So we have there x squared plus 4 equals 102. So we're going to solve the quadratic equation using the extracting square roots. So first, we're going to combine all the constants. So by combining the constants, we're going to get the additive inverse of this one, positive 4. So what is the additive inverse of positive 4? So when we say additive inverse, is that when it's positive, the additive inverse is negative. And when it's negative, its additive inverse is positive. Yung kabaliktaran ba? So we have positive 4. Its additive inverse is negative 4. And when you add something in this side, you have to add also to this side. Okay? Kung ano yung inilagay mo dito, or kung ano yung in-add mo dito sa side na to, dapat yun din yung i-add mo dito sa side. Kasi it's an equation. So dapat, because of the equation sign, equal. So dapat pantay. Okay, so we're going to add negative 4. And then perform the operation. So we're going to bring down x squared. So positive 4 plus negative 4, that is 0. So that is why we only have x squared here. Next is that 102 plus negative 4, that is 98. 102 minus 4, that is 98. So this time, we have their x squared and 98. So let's copy here first, x squared 98. So since we have their squared, so we're going to use extracting this square roots, using this square root, and then that is square root of x squared, that will be cancelled. So remain yung x, and then the square root of 98, that will be, when you use calculator, the scientific calculator, it will actually definitely it will give you square root of 98 equals 7 square root of 2. But when you use mano-mano, you're going to get the factors of 98, that one factor should be a perfect square. That is why we have there in your learning package the square root of 49 times 2. But when using calculator, we have there 7 square root of 2. So square root of 98, the answer is 7 square root of 2. That is actually positive, negative 7 square root of 2. Okay, so that means that is our answer. The value of x here in x squared plus 4 equals 102. That is positive, negative 7 square root of 2. Okay, this time we have example number 2. So we have x, the quantity of x plus 2 squared equals 25. So first, in the second example, we have there already x squared. It's already in a squared form. So we're going to copy first x plus 2, and then 25, x plus 2 squared equals 25. So we're going to extract the squared using the square root. So, kung ano yung nilagay natin dito sa side na to, dapat yun din yung ilalagay dito. And then, that will be canceled. The remaining will be x plus 2. And the square root of 25, when you use calculator, it's simply 5. Or you're going to get the factors of 25. That is a perfect square. We have 5. Because 5 times 5 is equals 25. So that means that will be positive or negative 5. Okay, so since we still have here a constant, positive 2, again, we're going to get the additive inverse of positive 2, that will be negative 2. So negative 2 and negative 2. That will be, so we will have two answers here because we have positive and negative 5, plus and minus. So that is, if the remain here is x, and for example, if we have the positive 5 plus negative 2, that will give us the value of x is 3. But however, if we have the negative 5, that will give us the value of x is negative 7. Remember the basic rules in mathematics in adding and subtracting integers. When we have unlike sign, you're going to subtract. If we have the first positive 5 and negative 2, we're going to subtract 2 from 5. And if we have negative 5 and negative 2, that is the same sign. So you're going to add and then copy the sign. So that means our value for x here is 3 and negative 7. Okay. Okay, this time we're going to answer your learning task 4 in solving quadratic equations by extracting square roots. So I've already checked your modules, your answer sheets. Some of you answered correctly, but some also did not answer correctly. So we have 4x squared, number 1, equals 108. So it was sad that when I checked your answer sheets, I discovered that some of you, this coefficient 4, you actually subtract this to 108, which is wrong. Okay, because 4x squared is already a term. Okay, this is already one term. So that means 4 and x squared is already a partner. When you deal with 4, you're going also to deal with x squared. So what operation can we use that you're not going to, that you will not violate any rule in mathematics? So yung gagawin natin is that we're going to divide 4 both sides, so that we can cancel 4 here, or we can, yes, simplify 4 in this side. So that means 4x squared divided by 4, this will be cancelled because that is equals 1. So that means the remain here is x squared. So this time 108 divided by 4, so that will give us 108 divided by 4, that is equals 27. Okay, so that means 108 divided by 4, that is 27. And then using extracting square roots, because this is squared, so you're going to use square root to simplify. That will be squared and squared. This will be cancelled, x, and that will be square root of 27. That will give us square root of 27. That is, using your calculator, that will be positive negative 3 square root of 3. This time we have number 2, that is the quantity of x plus 6 squared equals 9. So as we can observe, we have there the squared. So we're going directly use this extracting square roots. So first, let us copy x plus 6 squared equals 9. So we're going to use the square root to cancel the squared. that is, so they'll be cancelled. The remaining will be x plus 6. And the square root of 9, that is positive, negative 3. Again, we have still here the constant, so we're going to use the additive inverse of positive 6, that is negative 6. That will be minus 6 and minus 6. Okay, so the remains here is x, copy equal sign. If we have the positive 3 plus negative 6, that will be the value of x is negative 3. And if we have negative 3 plus negative 6, we have the value of x is negative 9. Okay, so now we have the value of x that will equate the equation that is negative 3 and negative 9.